So I want to respond to what we've just heard about Trump's, again, repeating those comments about Canada becoming the 51st state and then increasing tariffs on auto. This is horrible. I grew up in Windsor, the automotive capital of Canada, and increasing tariffs even higher would decimate the jobs in Windsor and would decimate our automotive sector. We already saw with the existing tariffs, Stellantis took the 2-week pause on manufacturing. This is devastating news. And so for those workers out there, this is why we've been saying from the beginning, the threats of tariffs on our country alone should have immediately prompted an immediate change to EI so that the amount that workers receive is enough to pay their bills. Right now, workers get about half, not even half, for a lot of workers, it's about a third of what they earn because of the limits and because of the compensation system that's set up in EI. So for a worker to try to survive on half or less of their salary is impossible. Right now, most people are spending their entire salary on their mortgage or their rent, on their groceries, and on their bills. So it's impossible for a worker to survive on less than that. And the fact that this has not been fixed is a real problem. And it's why I've been saying from the beginning that one of the first things that should have been done was to improve EI, to increase the amount for these workers. I just want those workers to know I'm going to fight to continue to find ways to support you. We need to really reimagine the automotive sector in Canada. With these threats from Trump, it means that we've got to find ways to build cars entirely in our country. And I want to repeat again my message I had previously. If any automotive manufacturer thinks that they can sell a car in Canada, they need to have a footprint in this country. And a footprint means jobs in this country. We should be shutting down the market to any company that wants to sell here unless they are creating jobs here. Donc, ce que Donald Trump a dit encore, c'est inacceptable, le fait qu'il continue de menacer notre pays, et particulièrement le fait qu'il veut augmenter les tarifs sur nos autos. Ça va détruire notre secteur d'automobile au Canada. J'ai grandi à Windsor, la capitale des automobiles au Canada, et on a déjà vu avec les tarifs qui sont déjà là que Stellantis, une usine, a dû arrêter pour 2 semaines. Donc, ces tarifs, si Donald Trump augmente ces tarifs, ça va vraiment détruire le secteur d'automobile au Canada. C'est pourquoi on a dit depuis longtemps, seulement les menaces de Donald Trump auraient dû forcer le gouvernement de changer l'assurance emploi pour augmenter le montant qu'un travail reçoit. Parce que le montant à ce moment, c'est inadéquat pour couvrir les factures, les loyers, les hypothèques et toutes les choses dont les gens doivent payer. Donc, ça, c'est quelque chose qu'on doit régler tout de suite, augmenter les montants de l'assurance emploi. Et on doit aussi réimaginer notre secteur automobile au Canada. Le fait qu'on a toujours ces menaces de Donald Trump, ça veut dire qu'on doit changer comment on construit des autos au Canada. Et je veux répéter quelque chose que j'ai dit dans le passé. Si une entreprise d'automobile pense de vendre des voitures au Canada, ils doivent avoir une présence au Canada. Ça veut dire des emplois au Canada. Merci.
Mr. Singh, can the Canadian auto industry survive without free access to the American market?
Well, these tariffs will make it impossible, I think, for a lot of these companies to continue. It is a devastating blow to have increased tariffs on our automobile sector. And that's why I think what we need to do as a position in our country is to say, if you want to sell to our 40 million people in our country, if you want to have access to our market, you need to have a presence in our country. That means jobs in our country. Non, je pense que ça va être tellement difficile d'avoir un secteur automobile sans changement si on a des tarifs qui sont plus hauts que les tarifs qu'on a maintenant. Donc ça, c'est pourquoi je veux répéter, mon approche, c'est si une entreprise automobile veut vendre des autos au Canada, avoir accès à notre marché, et doivent avoir une présence dans notre pays.
Is Donald Trump interfering in the Canadian election?
I think his threats to our country, are, most importantly, are threats to our sovereignty. We should take it seriously, and we need to fight back. This is a fight. We need to stand up and defend our country. And the way we do that is by doubling down on what makes us Canadian. And the things that I hear from people is that we have a healthcare system that's universal. So let's defend that. Let's not let it become Americanized. People like the idea and believe in the value that we take care of one another. So let's not give up on that. Let's have a strong social net to support people with pensions and employment insurance. These are the things that Canadians are proud of, that we look out for one another. We've got to strengthen those things in the face of these threats from Donald Trump.
But do you think his interjections are meddling in the discourse that Canadians are having during this campaign?
Well, it's certainly having an impact. Would it rise the level of foreign interference? I mean, I think there are threats to our country that are wrong, and we've got to all come together and fight back. Ce n'est pas directement l'ingérence étrangère, c'est les menaces sur notre pays, sur notre économie, sur nos emplois. Donc c'est des menaces sérieuses et on doit les prendre comme sérieux. Sure.
When you're saying about out-of-work companies selling Canada to have a presence in Canada,
Yeah.
are you acknowledging then that the auto sector in this country should shrink because our market is not large enough to sustain the amount of jobs that we have here and the cars that we build here?
Well, not at all. I mean, we are actually a significant market for the fact of our immigration, for the fact of our population, that we're a growing population. We're a significant market. And if companies are going to shut down in Canada, which is the threat of this tariff, I'm saying that we should not allow people to have access to our country unless they have jobs, they create jobs in our country. That should be a part of our response to these tariffs. Thanks so much. Merci. Oh. On est un marché intéressant parce qu'on a une population à cause d'immigration qui augmente. C'est un marché important pour les ventes des voitures. Donc, si une entreprise veut vendre des voitures dans notre pays, ils doivent avoir des emplois dans notre pays. Merci.
Qu'est-ce que ça fait pour vous?
Merci.